Alright, so I'm just going to go over some adjustments that were made to the plow since the last plow video that really improved how well this thing works. I'm going to start that now. Alright, a couple days after having messed with this, it's still ice in here. So I ordered a drill bit and some bushings, and we're going to drill these. Okay, I tapped out the holes a little bit. Here's some nails, and then got these like metal hole saws for a 3/4 bit. The plan is to put a bearing in there that fits the 5/8 pin, and that'll give it some movement. You just put it in there loosely in theory. I don't know if it'll be worth it, but I was putting holes in the back anyway, so what's the big deal? If it fails, I can move back to the front or put a plate over it and weld it up. Just put a regular bushing in there, you know. But all that to give it a little bit of movement because, you know, the tractor doesn't have a suspension, and it should just help the blade float a little more while pushing. Alright, like I said, this is my hole saw bit from metal. It's working really great today. Alright, so I put the other hole in real quick. As you can see, those let them roll up and down without grinding too much, but they're brass bushings. They should last a minute. But it lets you have some cross range up and down, and even a little bit of side to side here. But, you know, between both of them, I thought we're looking at much angle, but enough to, over the course of 6 feet. I'm going ahead and put this on there with the bolt, and as you can see, it gives it a good bit of movement. So I'm really hoping that this will help us get a lot of, better floating to keep us going forward without missing any snow, and that'll let this blade move a little bit. So I guess if that's able to move about an inch or two, this will probably move like 2 or 3 and give us the ability to contour to the ground better since the tractor lacks any suspension. Let's see here. We got snow coming on Sunday, so I think I'm going to rebuild this board and give it a lot more slack this time. I think it just didn't have enough slack. We got the new file system on here. Unfortunately, it's early morning. We'll see what she does, I guess. Yeah, real slow. So plow worked really well. It just catches on those rocks up there, and it broke my board again. And I can't get anything to hold it up. So I think what I need to do is this chain here. I need something that will release at a certain pressure, not break the chain or fling a chain in my face or something like that, but also not break anything. And then I can just get out and reset it when I want to lift up the plow. Because right now my problem is I can't lift it up, so I can't disengage a giant snow wall in front of it. If I had like hydraulics on it, I think that would help. But we gotta figure this part out first. Alright, so I think this is going to be the solution to the chain snapping problem. We have this quick release shackle. I got this off of Amazon, and they only had like one listing for it. They had this bigger one and a slightly smaller one. Anyway, you pull this and it, releases the chain. And I'll have to get some sort of thing that will fit in any of these loops, but in theory, this will be, we can, if we're not on the ground, I'm going to set this up so actually this side is in the back so that this pull is going forward, and so that'll be attached to the top of those springs there, which will tilt the most when it catches on something. And we'll have to figure out like the right distance, but at the distance at where it will start pulling on the chain too hard to try and bring the plow down and thus lift the tractor up on it, at that distance it will pull this and it will release the chain instead of breaking it, in theory, and then we can just come back out there and reset it. The floating worked really well. This little weight that hangs down and lets me know from the driver's seat if it's at the right height. That worked well. Made everything work really well. The ability for it to kind of float on these bearings worked fantastically. It scraped the driveway real clean and just kept the contour. The left side was left a little bit of a sheen, but it's because this scraper bar down here is worn kind of in a, like it raises up right there. So yeah, everything worked really well. Unfortunately, when I slid off and got stuck, and that broke this clamp thing, so we're gonna have to kind of grind that out and weld that back on there, which is unfortunate. But otherwise, for how much I abused this thing trying to get my tractor unstuck, I really should have disengaged this thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it's bent or something, because I was putting the whole weight of the tractor and pushing it back with it. Just had to lift up the back and get it out of the ditch. But yeah, I had no steering once the ice started, so tire chains for all this, and I think we'll be in a much better position next snow, hopefully next year. I'm done with this. Anyway, that's the end of Plow Adventures number 2.